Shove it in.
All right, I'm gonna get another Red Bull. Where are you sitting?
I'll sit right here.
All right. Not that your job is to keep us on topic.
I'll be like, circle back. Wait, so what are we talking? What are you guys talking?
Give interview.
I feel like you guys would have a lot to talk.
I can't have a coffee mug?
Only visitors parking coffee mug.
Oh.
Merch and cups
So this mug
available.
is not allowed?
Merch and cups available online.
It just can't be a Red Bull.
Oh, no, I have a
All
coffee mug.
right.
Yeah. Dude, this is exciting. Nazi, you should sit over there so I can see you.
Okay, I'll go take that chair.
I guess it doesn't
The
matter.
elusive Jamie, always off
I guess
camera.
it doesn't matter. Dude, I'm excited.
Do you want your notes?
This is good. Yeah, pass those. Pass
Curtis, behind you though.
those Red Bull out of frame here.
Are you not sponsored by Red Bull yet?
No, not yet. Not yet, unfortunately. Dude, I'm excited. Are you guys excited?
I'm excited. I've never been on a podcast before.
Dude, this is Curtis's first podcast.
Ever.
Dude, cheers.
Cheers, boss.
Dude, this is exciting.
This
Good
is
to
exciting.
have you, man.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to Visitor Parking. This is season 4.
Dang.
Season 4, baby. Episode 41. We've got a special episode for you today because not only are we doing it live, we are doing it on video. We're doing it at a studio, which is also our office here at Progression, which may soon to be called Vargas. I have a guest. I had the pleasure of meeting this guy through work, through employment. I sign his paychecks. He does us favors like getting us starts. He holds down the office.
Good favor for both of us.
It is. It is. But welcome to the podcast, Curtis Forman.
Happy to be here. Woo! Yeah. Happy to be here. How's it going, boss man? How was your day?
Dude, it's going good, man. The
Yeah?
day is going.
The day is cruising along. It's a good Tuesday.
This is the first time I've had an official guest on the podcast besides my father, I think.
Yeah. So I'm the second one. I'm number 2 on the podcast.
Yeah, maybe aside from my wife, who comes on. But why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from? What nation do you hail from? Is ICE coming to get you? Or...
No ice for me. I was born and raised in Northern Virginia, right here in Northern Virginia. Lived here my whole life. I've pretty much lived in Manassas my entire life. I have done sales basically my entire life. I am from America. I know you give me the look for that. My relatives are from Italy, so I guess I could say I come from Italy a little bit. But yeah, that's a little bit of my background.
You're the Italian stallion.
I'm the
man.
Italian stallion. Yeah, me and Rocky.
You know how I knew you were Italian? Because you pack pasta every day.
I do pack pasta every day.
We took off work the other day to go golfing after Curtis got a start. Which congratulations,
Thank you.
Curtis.
Woo!
Closed a $15K direct hire deal. For those of you who don't know, we do a fee for placement. So if we place somebody at your job, we end up getting usually a $20K rake for it. This case it was about $15,000, and we get 15% commission off that. So.
Good little payday.
Good little payday. We spent the money. We went golfing for the day, and Curtis had his little spaghetti with him. It was so cute.
It was just in the fridge, man. I saw it. I was like, this sounds good, and I took it. Yeah. You got a carbo load when you're playing sports.
Dude,
I mean,
I didn't know golf was a sport until I started playing it, and then I started getting
gotta
a
watch
little
some
winded.
golf, then you'll see the real sports being played.
Dude, I'm nervous. This is nerve wracking. This is what I did with my dad. I was just so nervous to be on the podcast.
He had some good stories though. The whole Bolivian army and Che Guevara and all that was a cool story to listen to.
Yeah, he's an interesting dude. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it wasn't like it was hard because it's like I heard those stories before, so it was like I didn't know he was going to tell me something. Well, I hadn't heard that detail, I guess.
Yeah,
but no, I mean, it's been really nice working with Curtis. What else can I say about Curtis that the people might want to know? Kelly, Italian,
salesman, one brother.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about what got you into sales.
I kind of just walked into it. I went to a community college right out of high school, right here in at Nova, and I needed a job. And I was in the cafeteria one day, and there was a stand for door-to-door sales. And I said, "All right, well, I need a job. I have no experience. I just got out of high school, so I walked up to the table." And I got an interview the next day with the guy, and we interviewed right there in the Nova cafeteria the next day.
Oh, nice.
And he told me as long as you could pass a drug screening, you're hired.
Like, that's it.
So I said, all right, sounds good.
The bare minimum.
The bare minimum was, can you pass a drug screening? I said yes. And then I started doing that for about a year or two. And it kind of just snowballed from there. I went from that to tech sales to SaaS, government sales, and then into staffing and whatnot. Now here I am.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
It's good to have you.
It's good to be here. I like it. It's fun.
You know what? What interests me about you is you're just such a good. I think you're a good person.
Really?
For the most part,
I hope so.
You're definitely a good person. I think owning a company, you definitely get trust issues when people come in to work for you because it's like you know how it is. People will just say anything to your face, and I'm like, okay, do you really mean that? And they're like, yeah, boss. Yeah. And then the next thing you know, they come in and they're like, here's my resume, or I'm online. I'm no longer going to work here the next day.
You find them as an applicant to one of our jobs.
It's like I developed these trust issues that I didn't have over time. But no, you're a really good dude. That's one thing I will say about you is like, it was like whenever I left the room, I never believed that you weren't working or talking Ishmael. Like you were always you're a good worker. And where does that come from with you? Because I mean, that generation is are you Gen Z?
I was born in '98, so I guess I think I'm right on the cusp of Gen Z and millennial.
Generation.
I think I'm like right there. I think the millennial ends in like '96, so I'm like
me.
the first '98 Gen Z. But I don't know, man. I've always been told like hard work pays off. You get what you deserve when you do hard work. I played sports growing up a lot. I always worked hard at those, and I think I was pretty good at them. So I kind of saw.
Yeah,
that
you played baseball, right?
I played baseball pretty much my whole life. I played a couple of years of football, and I snowboard. So
and you snowboard? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I snowboard.
Dude, we're gonna have to get a snowboarding trip on the books.
Yeah, no, for sure. I haven't gone in a little while, so I might be a little rusty. But no, I snowboarded a lot in high school and a little bit into my like early college years. But yeah, no, I think any kind of sporting practice to be good makes you just kind of get that work ethic in the workforce. Yeah,
no, I mean it's actually really rare to have just the work integrity, just to be proud of the work you put in. Is something I've noticed about you, which has been really cool. But no, man, yeah, you're a great golfer. You don't use the driver though, which I didn't know that was a sin.
What do you mean?
Use
not
a
use a driver? Well, I mean,
my stepdad did that too.
Yeah, I mean, can we curse on this podcast?
Yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you
everyone
want.
just calls you like a little bitch, like if you don't use a driver, like on the golf course. But I mean, you see me hit my driver, it just goes like 1,000 feet to the right, and I hit an iron off the tee, and it'll go almost as far as most people hit their drivers.
Yes,
so
I can attest to that.
It works out better for me to actually be on the fairway instead of in the woods, and so I'll just take the little bitch name, I guess, in that instance and go for it.
Dude, what got you into golf? Because golf is like, that's like, I'm starting to fall in love with it.
Dude,
like, what was you? Do you have a golf store like at that? Like,
it's sort of like, so like at baseball, right? And, I stopped playing when I turned 18, 19. And one day my dad kind of just said, a lot of retired baseball players, they try out golf and it kind of seems to work for them. Went to the range a little bit and I was like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of hitting a baseball a little bit. Played on the course a little bit. Got some friends to play with me, and now I'm just kind of hooked. Like,
nice.
It's just fun to hit a ball again, I guess, after doing it for so many years.
Yeah, I mean, Curtis loves hitting balls, man.
Yeah, man, I love the balls.
He loves knocking those balls, dude.
Knocking balls all.
We just had a little situation, undisclosed emergency with one of our fellow members here. Yeah. So I think it's important to reach out to your loved ones, make sure that you're always checking in on people.
Yeah,
I think
check in on your family members.
I mean, so she unfortunately had to run out, and she was our producer of the show today. And what I will say about Nausea is she is probably one of the coolest people I've ever met.
Oh yeah,
in terms of just like I was saying about you, like just your integrity. Just who you are as a person in a startup business. I think that's just so hard to find people of just high integrity who take pride in what they do. And also like, she's a beast, man. She's had, I think, almost 20 hires since she's been here.
That's crazy.
And she was, I think, working from home. I don't know what she was even doing. But yeah, that was scary. So I'm like in shock right now.
Yeah. It's kind of like, wow, where do we go from there?
My mind went to like the Twin Towers. I went to Trump is dead.
She would be more happy.
I
than
guess
she would
that's
be
true.
Sad.
Yeah.
The look on her face was definitely sad. There was no Trump dying.
I mean, Nausea, I mean, if you're listening to this, we love you. We hope everything is going to be okay, and we're here for you.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers will be here when you come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Man.
What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to do a really funny episode
Yeah,
now?
really funny, fun episode after all.
Not just going to be like those motherfuckers. Like,
No, I think she'd appreciate it. Nausea would appreciate that. I think. Nausea would appreciate it.
I guess she's like, should I leave? I'm like, yeah, you should
she's like,
leave.
I'm sorry. I'm like, no, go.
Go
Like,
get on a plane.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of those things where I was like, well, if we're down a recruiter, I might have to call in a contract recruiter, you know. I reached out to one of my buddy Daniel a while ago. I was like, would you be down to contract recruit if we needed some extra support?
I think we could do it.
I think we can handle it, though.
I think if we sail,
we just open the recs and we get the submittals.
we sell from morning to lunch and then maybe recruit from lunch until
So
close.
I've talked about this on my solos, guys. Basically, deciding to not to grow the company anymore was a big decision because it was like we have a large office space that I got on a 10-year lease. And this is just how everything happens for a reason. I need to kind of trim people who are not producing and bringing any revenue. I had a lot of overhead on staff because when I started the company, I think we got up to almost $400,000 in the bank on year 2 or 3 because we were just doing perms and temps, but we only had 2 other people on staff plus me. So what do I do with that $400,000? I go, I'm going to hire 7 people. We're going to get us a double-digit internal employees, and they're all going to produce. Because I look at it like a line, like it's like paying something on a credit card.
Yeah.
It's not really expensive because you paid off over time.
paid off over time, yeah.
And that's how I was looking at them. So that 400,000 went so quick with people. I hired Gen Z. I hired people who didn't want to do sales. They didn't know if they wanted to do sales. All of them, you know, kind of were not dependent on the paycheck. And that was a big deal in a startup because there was little sense of like, we've got this together, you know, so this decision to stay small does not by any means mean I want to be poor. It doesn't mean that I don't want Curtis making, you know, less than $100,000, $500,000. Like, I want to get very rich.
Yeah.
I just don't want to grow the head count to where we're just so focused on adding heads to add heads.
Yeah.
But to have people like you and Nausea, it requires so much trust in your staff to operate that way, to operate small. That's why I was getting on you yesterday about the half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we can leave at 4, but we've got to like max out when we're here. And I'm trying to TikTok during the day. I realize it took me a while to realize I'm the biggest distractor of my own staff. And then I'll turn around and look at my staff and be like, why the fuck aren't you guys working?
Also tap the screen. Tap for likes. Also watch the live and tap the screen.
So listen, that takes a lot of internal evaluation because sometimes I'd go back in my office and they'd be more productive because it's like I'm not out there distracting my own people. But let's get back. Let's get back.
Let's get back.
We had a very serious situation here, guys. So I mean that was crazy. And so prayers to Nausea. But yeah, I mean, Curtis and I went golfing the other day. Curtis is a phenomenal golfer. We were talking about what got him into sales, what got him into golf. We were making him really nervous talking about Kelly.
Are you not making me nervous? What do you want to know?
We were making him really nervous, making him sweat talking about Kelly.
We're not making me nervous.
No, I've had the pleasure of meeting Kelly drunk on a FaceTime once.
Yep. You were drunk, not her.
Yeah, you want to tell that story? Or
it was it someone's birthday?
I don't think so.
I think it was just a Friday,
Like,
maybe.
it was
Yeah, it was
just
just a Friday. We had a good week, and we all went out to happy hour. I had a little family trip planned for that weekend, so I bowed out a little early. Had to go and drive down to Richmond. It was around probably 3:30, 4 o'clock when I left, I'd say. That's when I left the happy hour. And around 6 o'clock, I'm going, pretty fast down 95, driving myself to Richmond.
Get that mic in front of you.
Yeah, right in front of me. Yeah, and Alex... I get a random FaceTime from Alex. And I'm thinking, oh, cool, someone got hired, like something good just happened, made some money. And all I do is I answer it, and I just hear someone screaming at me, a whole group of people screaming at me. And I just looked at Kelly. I said, I can't handle this, and I gave it to her. And Alex decided that that was a good time to introduce himself to my girlfriend.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Kelly. It was... I think Kelly was a very level-headed person because we were all in the car. I think Nausea and Caitlin were dancing in the back seat.
Chris was mad.
Chris was vaping, and they were pulling
Chris
on
was
his
vaping,
shirt.
and he was pulling on his shirt.
And then we're like, "Come to happy hour. We're going to so and so.
We're going to a bar as a rooftop."
And then Kelly goes, "Have you been drinking? Should you be driving?" And we all look at each other like, "Oh yeah, we shouldn't do that." So of course we were just in the parking lot, so we got an Uber,
Yeah, I got the
obviously,
Uber.
because you don't drink and drive, not on this podcast
you
or
did
ever.
get the Uber. I remember seeing the receipt.
Yeah, so that worked out. But that was my first time meeting Kelly. Kelly's been on the live a couple times. But we won't go too deep into relationships today. But I know Kelly's a big part of your life, man. You guys got a dog. You guys
We got a dog at the vet right now, actually. Again,
dude, that thing is always at the vet.
It's a rescue, man. You get a rescue. We've had her for pretty much a month now, a little over a month, and we've been to the vet 4 or 5 times now. A lot of stomach issues. We can't really seem to figure it out. It's been about $1,000 so far over the course of a month in vet fees.
Yeah, I don't know. I had, obviously I've had my incidents with my own animals.
Yeah.
But I won't get into it for legal reasons.
Got to keep that under wraps for right now.
But yeah, did you always have pets growing up?
No, I never had pets.
You never had
believe
pets.
it or
Yeah,
not,
you don't
no.
strike me as an animal person.
So I like animals, right? I always loved dogs. I'm not a big cat guy, but I've always loved dogs. But my mom hates them. Hates pets of any kind. So growing up, no dogs, no cats. I think I had a fish for a little while, and then it kind of died. But no pets of any kind. So this is my first real responsibility of pets. Kelly's had multiple, so she knows what she's doing. But yeah, no, for me, this is my first.
Well, how did you and Kelly meet?
Hinge.
You met on Hinge?
Believe it or not, yeah.
Dude, I think I had some fun on Hinge. I was single for 6 months in between.
Were you?
Yeah, but so you guys met on Hinge, and
Yeah.
what's
So yeah, no, I was just doing my thing on Hinge, and I found her profile, and I'm a very big nerd. I love video games and sci-fi and all of that. And one of her prompts was the nerdiest thing about me is that I love to play video games. And I said, okay, I'll bite, and I liked the prompt or whatever. And I said, what video games do you like to play? She told me I like to play World of Warcraft and League of Legends. And I thought, no, this is a catfish. No, I'm getting catfish. I'm getting catfish.
Next thing you know, she's going to ask me for $20 for her Bitcoin.
Pretty blonde girl now is telling me she plays World of Warcraft and League of Legends. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I messaged her back and forth a little bit more, and it turns out she's a real person. We went out on one real official date. We went to dinner, and then after that, it kind of just happened to where we hung out a little bit, and I brought her to the first Friday thing that I go to, where it's the open container drinking. She met my friends, and then we officially got together.
How long did you wait to introduce? How long do you wait to introduce a girl to your friends?
It depends. I have some rowdy friends. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I have some rowdy friends, and but they're really welcoming, and they're very social and outward and extrovert and whatever.
Is there rowdy World of Warcraft friends?
No. These are no. I have my nerd friends, and then I have my normal friends. Right?
Yeah, I do. I have that too. My normal friends.
They have some overlap there, but no. I think it was maybe a month, maybe 3 weeks before I was like, oh, we all go to this thing every month. Do you want to come? And yeah, sure, let's do it. We went out. It was a good time. She met all the normal ones that I hang out with. And like I said, they're all super welcoming. They're all best friends now. And
here's a thought I have about when you introduce your girl for the first time to your friends. Are you A, trying to get your friends' approval of the girl, or are you B, hoping your girl likes your friends? Which one is more important to you?
oh man, both. It's got to be both, right?
Yeah.
I have my friends, right, that I love to hang out with. And obviously I love to hang out and be with my girlfriend. So if those groups don't gel, it's not going to work out for one reason or the other, right? You can't just isolate your relationship or yourself from your friends that you go out with.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely important. I don't know. I'm trying to think with Katie, when did I even introduce her to my friends? I don't know.
Have you ever?
That would require you to have some friends, man. No, I think we intermixed friends at some point, but yeah, I don't know what's more important though. I think it's more important that the girl likes your friends
I think so.
versus your friends liking the girl. Because I'm
think
I don't give a fuck if my friends like her. I'm dating her.
I think from a guy's perspective, that's probably true, but I would say from a woman's perspective, it's probably different.
Yeah.
You ask Caitlin.
Chat, let us know.
Yeah, chat, let us know.
Is it more important that the girl likes your friends or that your friends like the girl? Because either way, if one of them doesn't like each other, like a AA battery not fitting, that thing is not powered on, like Wi-Fi with no connection.
Flashlight doesn't have a bulb.
Flashlight doesn't have a bulb. I don't know where I'm going with
Yeah, I
these
don't
metaphors.
know.
Yeah,
I just thought of another one.
yeah. I think though, if your wives don't get along, have you ever had that where your wives don't get along with, like, if you have a guy who's got a girlfriend and then you kind of bring them together like two puppies on like a play date and they don't get along with each other?
No, but I have not gotten along with one of my friends' wives.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a little awkward because I was in their wedding party and like, yeah, it was really weird. She don't
Yeah, I
like
bet you're
me.
not friends anymore.
No, he moved and like I have a group chat with like him and like a couple other people in it and like he just kind of disappeared out of it and like won't respond to any of us and yeah.
Yeah, multiple relationships. I will say that if the wives or the girlfriends don't, if they don't get along with each other, that's a friendship ender because it's not a friendship ender, but it makes it very difficult. Oh, I'm going to see Todd.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. I think relationships definitely end some friendships sometimes, for sure.
And it's for the best at the end.
I think so.
If they're going to end over that, then I mean
if
how
your
strong
friend,
was your friendship?
If your friend doesn't like seeing you happy in a relationship, then like what kind of
Bingo.
a friend is that? You know, yeah.
Even if the girl's a pain in the ass kind of thing, you know.
Which is
and
your pain in the ass.
yeah, or it's his pain in the ass.
Or his. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I think that's kind of important too, is like, you know, the people I choose to hang out with, my wife has to like approve of them, or it can make it very difficult on my life and their lives. It's like we won't see each other. But
I feel like Caitlin likes majority of people.
I will say, Caitlin likes everybody. And then I think at some point along the way in the friendship or the relationship, it's like, I don't know what it is. People will go around Caitlin and just be friends with me. You know what I mean? Sometimes I like where like the girlfriends will just text me and they won't text Caitlin and try to be her friend sometimes. So I think sometimes that can make it difficult because she's like, why are they texting you? Like,
weird.
yeah.
No, I
and
get
I'm the
that.
same way. I'm like, oh, like having you ask Caitlin like what we're doing, you know? So she gets weird reactions from girls. I don't know if it's because she's pretty or what, but like, yeah, sometimes I think with
They're all intimidated.
I don't know. I don't know if it's an intimidation. Part of me thinks it is, but yeah, I think it's definitely. She's gonna be like, don't fucking talk about me on your fucking podcast, you fucking idiot.
Sorry, Caitlin. I brought you up.
No, she won't say that. Caitlin,
Don't dock
you
my
love me.
paycheck.
Yeah, don't dock my paycheck. Yeah, Caitlin is also in the company with us, so she does. She can affect Curtis's paychecks. It would be completely illegal, but we would never do it. But
No.
but no, yeah. I mean,
Humor.
I don't know how we got. Yeah, I think that's kind of an interesting dynamic because, like, I don't know. I love a good toxic relationship. Sometimes looking back on my past relationships, like my past friendships, like where like they were in toxic relationships. Oh,
Wait, so you like observing toxic?
I like observing
okay.
a toxic. Like it's like my guilty pleasure is watching a toxic relationship because it's like, ooh, we know that couple's going out, and
So
we
this
know
is
they're
why
gonna
you like Love Island.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get. Okay, I guess
Because you know that one couple's coming out, and you know they're gonna fight the whole time, and it's gonna be one side of the friend group being like, "Bro, why are you with her, bro? She's so fucking mean to you, bro." And then the girl's gonna be like, "He's a piece of shit. He's like always doing this or that."
And they've been dating for like 10 years.
Yeah, and they've been dating for 10 years. You know, this like happens every weekend. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see my like. I have friends now, but like not as much as I used to with 2 kids and.
You're a business owner, 2 kids.
The business owner, I guess, doesn't really get in the way of that much stuff.
Really?
Though. I mean, I think it's more like, yes, I have to be at work on site, but I would think it's more like it's after work, I have to go home and see my kids.
Yeah.
So it's not like after work, I'm going to go home and see friends and then my kids, you know, because there's a limited time with one or the other. Do you find that with the dog? Like you have to get home. Do you have to do a lot of management with that dog?
Not really. I mean, feed, walk. Dogs, honestly, the dog likes Kelly way more than it likes me. So I don't really have to deal with much of that one. But no, that definitely doesn't really impact.
All right. Should we ask ChatGPT for some fun topics?
Yeah, let's ask ChatGPT for some fun
Or do you
topics.
want to segue into something?
That's you're the host. I'm just the guest.
Office confessional episode: how people act when they really want something. Oh, I like that one. How people act when they really want something.
In our industry, they make up a ton of stuff. They just make
it up.
I got a security clearance. Totally.
Yeah, what's one thing that surprised you when you got into staffing? Because with staffing, you learn about a lot of people. Like you're always talking to people from that make $30K,
Yeah.
all the way up to $200K. So it's like you're talking to pretty much 99% of the world's workforce somehow. You know, so what's one thing that surprised you? What surprised you right off bat with people in general?
Everyone knows people are crazy. People are really crazy is what surprised me. Like I thought going into it, I'm like, man, like people are crazy, right? No, there's a whole another level to a lot of these guys, like a lot of people out there. Like, you know, I would say people who are in power of like, you know, just hiring managers, right? And our kind of thing, right? They don't really know what they're looking for all the time, but they're still hiring for it. And that kind of shocked me from someone who's been like in the you know job search market or whatever.
What do you mean by that? You mean like the decision makers aren't God? They're not as like decision making material as you'd think they would be?
No. But like, you know, at least from someone, you know, because I was, you know, everyone's been looking for a job at one point in their life, right? And you're sending resumes to people and, you know, you think that the person who's hiring for it or the person interviewing you, right, knows exactly what they want. They're going off a checklist, at least is how I think about it, of like, yeah, I match this, you know, yeah, you match that, yeah, you match that. But really, when I ended up talking to people, sometimes they just say no off of a vibe. They're like, yeah, no, you know, the vibes, you know, just wasn't it. He's a great, you know, candidate for experience, but no vibes.
Oh, I like this.
I was like, man, that's really how the corporate world works. Is the vibes are off? Like,
the vibes are off.
The vibes are off.
Why would it be any different in a friendship, in a relationship? You meet that girl that said your friend said you're perfect for you.
Yeah,
her vibes were off.
The vibes are off, and
she was fat. She wasn't like she had a big mole on her cheek or something is wrong with her. She smelled funky.
She smelled funky. She
All
got
right, so with the
hairy upper lip.
And it's no different, unfortunately, in the professional workforce.
It's crazy.
I'm just the middleman, so it's not me discriminating.
Yeah,
guys.
no,
it's not us. But if you guys want, so me and Curtis work with decision makers all day long. So we're in sales. Our job is to get the decision maker to hire the person we send to you. And, you know, they all have stacks of hundreds of resumes, whatever. But I would say if your vibes are off in that interview and you check every box, if you have 5 years of accounting, you have a CPA, you had a degree, you have five, right in that window.
You want the amount of money they're asking for.
Everything is perfect, but you didn't get the job.
Yeah, but you were deadpanned in the interview. And
because your vibes were off, man. And how do they tell you that? What are some common phrases? And we're going to give you guys a little insider information on a common phrase that they're going to tell you how your vibes are off without telling you.
You weren't a good. You wouldn't fit into the team dynamic. They wouldn't fit into the team dynamic.
They wouldn't. It's almost too. They barely even say that though. They'll usually just say like those. What do they say to us?
I got one when he was like, yeah, he doesn't fit our team dynamic, and I was like, okay.
And that's pretty straightforward. Most of the time, they'll just beat around the bush for a while when we're asking for feedback on that one candidate.
Yeah, they don't even like. They'll just be like, "Well, who else do you have?
Who else do you have?
Do you have some other candidates that I can see?" Like, wait. Okay.
You said you liked this person. They got everything you wanted.
You said the resume was perfect.
But at the end of the day, lady walks in there. Lady has 35 years of experience. She's about to retire.
Yeah.
And nobody knew that because her resume was only a page long. She had no LinkedIn profile, so we couldn't look at her. We didn't know. She gets in there, and the client will just say, she was really nice. She was really nice, but just something about just not a fit.
It's not a
She's
fit.
just not
Exactly.
a fit.
Yeah.
She's just not a fit. And then the recruiter will get so butthurt by this. Like, I would have a million recruiters. This is an age-old thing because nobody wants to think that. That's when you start taking it personal. Is nobody wants to think their shit don't stink. So like they work so hard. What you guys don't see is how many candidates we go through to find one good fit. We send them to the manager. They go through 2 different rounds of interviews. They finally meet with the CEO. CEO's like, is there anybody else? But they don't tell you that because they can't discriminate. So they're not going to purposely be like, oh yeah, Charlize was too old for this job.
No, they can't.
They're just going to say, hey, we want somebody coming right out of college, within 4 years of college.
A junior level position. A very junior.
Junior, but we want them to also have 8 years of experience.
Pay him $40K.
And we want to pay $40K, and we don't want to pay you.
And a secret clearance.
So I'm like, okay, buddy. Yeah, I didn't know how hard staffing was until I got, or easy, and it could be so easy.
It could be. It really could be.
They make it so hard.
Yeah.
Everybody makes it so hard.
Everyone does. That's what I told you. People are crazy, man. That was my biggest thing that I found, like, in the sales world. Is like, yeah, people are crazy, but like, it's to another level. People just.
Yep. No, I mean, it's you're absolutely right, and especially with this current administration, I feel like there's so much. Do you experience a lot of positivity or negativity with this current administration?
That's a good question.
Since Donald Trump, I'm going to give it to you, Mr. Gambini, if you don't answer the goddamn question. Since this administration started, has the market been more positive or more negative?
The market has been way more negative, and people have been way more negative. Yeah, no.
No further questions, Your Honor. No further questions.
Rest your case.
I rest my case. I sprayed reasonable doubt all over this administration. Why is it? What do they say? Where's the negativity coming from?
I don't know. People seem hopeless, man. Like when I talk to them, they do. Like they just sound so downturned and distraught and like.
I just fucking said this on my last. Did you listen to it?
I listened to it.
They sound hopeless. I mean, I've never heard it where they're like, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, one guy told me, I don't see this happening. I don't see this shutdown ending until 2029. And I was like, okay, like, well,
2029?
I was like, okay. But yeah, no, I don't think. I mean, maybe it's because we're in the GovCon space. Maybe it's because we're in DC. You know, let's take it all with grains of salt. But people that we talk to, at least that I talk to every day, they definitely don't seem like there's any spark there.
Yeah. Never before have I gotten so many job opportunities where they're like, yeah, Alex, they talk to me for 20 minutes. And then they're like, yeah, we're hiring. We need this and that. They go through the checkbox with me. I spend 20, 30 minutes of my time on the phone with them. I turn around, get super excited, send them 2 great candidates. And then they're like, hey, yeah, you know what? We actually have a candidate.
Hey, at least you hear back, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll go through the whole process. I'll do the checklist, right? I'll send them an email. They'll be like, great, looking forward to getting these resumes, whatever. I'll send 2, and they just never get back to me ever again.
Don't get me wrong. That happened pre-pandemic, and it happened pre-Trump. But just towards the end of the year, I mean, maybe, I don't know. It just happens a lot this year to where it's like.
I think funding's just getting cut.
Yeah.
Money is just disappearing. Like, they have a job, and then they don't have a job the next day. Like.
But we're getting hires. I don't know how we've gotten three different offers in
3 weeks.
3 offers in 3 weeks. So
yeah.
On one end, you buy into the negativity because they're shoving it down our throat. So in sales, there's a winner and a loser.
Yeah.
They're trying to get you to believe the market is shit. The market, I'm shit. I don't have anything. Go away. And I'm trying to preach, market's fine. Here's some people.
Yeah.
Just hire. Hire.
Yeah.
You've got this. So it's this constant battle of that. And if they're winning, but I mean, really, we got 3 hires recently, so I'm like, it's really not that bad, is it? It's just a lot harder to get the one hire than it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to look at it relatively, right? Like for 3 hires for us, 3 hires in 3 weeks is that's good, right?
Yeah.
But for other people, on bigger sizes, right? 3 hires in 3 weeks is like red alert.
Yeah.
That's like panic. I think we're in a good position because of being a startup. Being a small business, 3 hires in 3 weeks is good for us. And that's kind of helpful to be able to have 3 hires 3 weeks and be in a good spot with that.
I used to, like how we went golfing after that third hire. Like I used to not want to celebrate that because it was just like, I looked at my mom's company, Quadrant, across the street, and I'm just like, fuck. We only got 3 fucking hires. I'm like, they've got fucking 40 hires.
It felt small in comparison.
It felt small, but I'm like, they've been around 20 years. Like they've got like a lot of their account managers have 7 years, tenure. Like they've got clients. So I had to cut myself a break and realize that like we're doing really well.
Oh yeah.
With just us, you, me, and one other fucking recruiter. I mean, that's not that. We're doing fine.
We're doing great.
I'm really excited about October, November because I am still seeing that uptick in staff. It just if you guys know anybody that's hiring, please.
Anyone know anyone that's hiring? Look me up on LinkedIn.
Let us know. All right, so that was a fun topic. I want the office confessionals, how people really act when they want something, the death of interesting people.
Or we transition to football.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I've been talking a lot about football in my personal life with the Ravens.
Those TikTok lives when you're in the Ravens jersey really pop off.
They do.
So I think that's the topic, man.
All right, let's get into it. All right, we're going to segue into football. If you don't want to talk about football, now is your chance to turn the podcast off.
Who doesn't want to talk about football?
ladies, my mother.
I know women who love football.
I've got two listeners, my mom and dad on this podcast. They're not going
I
to
know
listen
Gabe
to
likes
it.
football.
I mean, I like football. I just don't like what do you want me to talk about? What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the Ravens? I don't want to talk about the Ravens.
You don't want to talk about the Ravens?
Suck.
You don't have any hope.
I got plenty of hope.
Okay.
Plenty of hope. We'll be fine.
You think it'll be fine?
Yes.
What are your realistic expectations then for this year?
I think I've seen much worse teams slide into the playoffs. I think we hired. So basically, we're talking about culture fit. Mm-hmm. We're talking about culture, unspoken culture, non-discrimination culture. Mm-hmm. Ravens, 5 of our players have grills. Starting players have grilled out teeth.
Really?
They wear double chains to the games. They hang out at gas stations. They hang out at Kodak Black. Like, our team has a lot of youthful personalities. I think our oldest player on offense might be like, DeAndre Hopkins and Derrick Henry at 30.
How old is Mark Andrews?
Mark Andrews is probably not even 30. I think he's like
really?
27. He's pretty young because he's Baker Mayfield.
Oh, he is Baker Mayfield.
He was with Baker Mayfield. So remember that. So, I mean, our team is really young. We have Zay Flowers, Lamar Jackson, who's not even, I think he's like 28 now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the team is just young. So, I think with the personalities that we have, being South Florida boys, I don't know if this John Harbaugh and Eric DeCosta are the right culture fits. Eric DeCosta is our general manager.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're the right culture fits for Baltimore anymore. I don't even know if Lamar likes being in Baltimore. He seems to
You think he's giving up on you a little bit?
I think Lamar knows how talented he is, and he's almost looking at football like basketball, where he wants to get another contract after this one, where he wants to ride out his...
He wants the extension.
Doesn't want to get injured. He's like, we're not winning the Super Bowl. Fuck this place. Fuck these coaches. We're talking about Lamar, right? When
We're talking about Ravens, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? What am I saying?
I think you're saying that Lamar might be giving up on you.
Is he?
I think he needs a wide receiver, and then he'll be happy.
I think that's where I think the disconnect is almost obvious on paper. It's like if we went back to the Michael Jordan dynamic, how they were ready to move on from Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan was done being Michael Jordan. So, like...
Well, he had a whole gambling thing.
Well, you remember the guy, Krause?
Yeah.
How he was ready to start rebuilding after they just won, and Michael's like, "What the fuck are you doing? I want to win again."
Yeah,
and so like they started disagreeing on that, and that was kind of the last year they rode together. Because
I don't think the Ravens are going into rebuild.
Well, I think Lamar doesn't like how the organization is such a long term. Like Steve Bisciotti, the founder of Aerotech, the staffing. Well, I guess he founded it was Aegis, and then it turned something like that, Allegis, and then he turned it into Aerotech.
Okay.
So he's the founder of staffing. I have a connection with Baltimore, and basically, I think that they have always been a long-term team. Like, if they think about staffing, they're not thinking about quality; they're thinking about ratio.
Yeah, ratio, quantity, numbers. Yeah,
we just keep throwing 80% players at the wall.
Keep throwing resumes and one will stick. I mean, right? Like,
That's the thing we send. I mean, our business model is not built on. We're not ever going to find the Jesus of Java development. We're here to get you a good Java developer that doesn't have red flags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get you someone with 4 years when you're asking for 5, and
isn't that the person you marry? I mean, you marry the person.
You can't say that. You're married, man.
Well, I mean, I think I'd say the same is true for a lot of couples. I think you choose a partner based on, you know what, they're not going to cheat on me. The baseline, like the world is so fucked at some points where it's like, you want to find a partner who's not going to cheat on you. You want to find a partner who's not going to rob you, who's not going to make fun of you, disrespect you.
Yeah.
So you almost start looking like when you're on Hinge.
Right.
I mean, how many bad Hinge dates did you go on?
A lot.
And so all of those negatives help you find out what you want. Sure. And it's like, this is good. This guy's just not going to screw me. He's a hard worker.
Yeah.
He's, so it's like, that's the kind of thing that you end up looking for in staffing is we want the resume that's not a walking red flag. The guy who's going to show up to work every day. He's going to communicate effectively with his boss, and he's not going to cause drama or problems. He doesn't, live 10, 13 days away from the office, riding his horse and buggy in.
He fits the vibes.
And he fits the vibes.
So
So I think with Aerotech and the background in staffing and the ownership for the Ravens is like, with Lamar, they don't care if he's here for the next 20 years. They're like, we're ready for the next generation. Like, their team is built around 80%. The 80.
so you think they're just choosing people who are serviceable?
It's like Moneyball.
It is kind of Moneyball, isn't it?
I think that
Nothing
Eric
screams
DeCosta.
Moneyball like Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and old veterans who they can
True,
get a lot
D-Hop,
out of.
yeah,
You know what I
D-Hop,
mean?
Mark Andrews.
Just people that can get on base and win us 10 games a season. Might never go to the Super Bowl every year, but we're always going to be selling tickets. I think they're focused more on winning seasons
And selling tickets.
versus what Mahomes and them do, where they will overreach to get a Tyreek Hill and Xavier Worthy. They will extend themselves, hyperextend.
Rashi Rice.
Yeah, they'll load up randomly throughout a season to win because they believe in Mahomes, they believe in Andy Reid.
Yeah?
In Baltimore, I just don't see that. I see it as like, if we get that far, we get that far. We're happy to have a winning football team.
I would agree, I think.
Okay.
With that, yeah. I mean, you guys' defense isn't great. You haven't really done anything to improve that. You got Derrick Henry, and then you extended what's the little guy that you extended?
The little guy?
Yeah, the wide receiver that you always complain
Zay
about.
Flowers.
Zay Flowers.
I don't complain about Zay. I hate Bateman.
Bateman. It might be Bateman.
Bateman is the worst thing that's ever happened to us because it tricks us into thinking he's a real WR1. Any other team, Bateman's WR3, WR4.
Yeah.
We paid him $100 million.
I mean, you guys might have a pretty high draft pick this next draft. Maybe you'll get a wide receiver one.
Who?
I don't follow college football.
All right, so you're a Giants fan,
Yeah, don't talk about it.
but you have Jackson Dart.
I do.
Jackson Dart's a good. He's a good
Jackson
man.
Dart. I love Jackson Dart. I love Cam Scattaboo. Runs his head through a wall if you ask him to. He's a great running back.
Team is very white.
We have Malik Neighbors.
He's injured.
Well, do you see his injury? He got turf toe. He tore his ACL, tore his LCL, and has like 3 other injuries. One, a torn labrum. Dude, everything is broken on
You
this
guys need to go after that other white football player, the cornerback on the Eagles.
Yeah, no.
Deshaun.
No. I forget his
You
name.
know what his name
I know
is.
I know I know who you're talking about.
But yeah,
Cooper DeJean.
Cooper DeJean, yeah.
Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, I think he fits the Giants scheme.
What are you trying to say?
Trying to say you guys are very white collar up there.
We had started Russell Wilson.
But kicked him out really fast for Jackson
Oh,
Dart.
he kind of sucked.
Yeah. And I didn't know Jackson Dart was a big if you talk shit about Jackson Dart on any post, his fans, he's got so many.
Ole Miss fans.
What is up with that?
I don't know. Ole Miss, ride or die Ole Miss, I guess.
They come after you.
Yeah, they do.
I'll talk about Jackson Dart
But
a
you're
couple
just a
times.
serial shit talker. You shit talk for fun.
I love rage baiting.
Yes, you do.
Why do I love rage baiting?
You want me to like psychoanalyze you? Is that why you're asking?
Yeah, I mean to an extent. Why does anybody like rage baiting?
I don't like rage baiting.
Why don't you like rage baiting?
I don't know. I like to stay in my own lane.
I
don't
guess
want
that's
to bother
true.
other people, and they don't want to bother me.
See, I'm a lane stepper.
I know you
I
are.
want to step into to other people's lanes.
Yeah.
I think it's more interesting because if I can set somebody, like if somebody gets set off, I'm more curious. Like I feel like it's so telling as to why the other person is getting set off. I think my natural curiosity is more just like, why is this person so angry?
So what
about?
you like to do is poke a bear with a stick, and when the bear attacks you,
Yeah.
ask him why he's attacking you. What drove you to do that?
God, this sounds like my wife and me. Yeah, I'll poke Caitlin, and then I'll sit over there and play victim and be like, what?
I was just playing Madden, man.
I was like, man, I was harmless. It's like, here, remember what you just fucking said to me? Oh God.
Oh, Alex.
Yeah, man. But it was great having you on the podcast. Would you come back again?
Yeah, I'll come back.
Yeah,
I'll definitely come back.
This was awesome, man. This was really nice. Anything else you'd like to say to your family or listeners? Anything? What's coming up in your life? What are you most excited about?
I'm going
for the
to New
holidays?
York. I'm going to New
Ooh.
York for Halloween. My girlfriend and I are going to go visit her friend up there. We got our costumes picked out.
Oh, what are you gonna be?
I think we're either going to be Mario and Princess Peach.
I love that.
If the costumes work out. If not, I think she wants to do like a Taylor Swift showgirl costume because of the new album. And I don't know how I fit into that one. I think she said I'll just be like a security guard for
You
the
could be Travis
showgirl.
Kelce.
We were Travis Kelsey's Taylor Swift last year.
Okay. Damn, she loves
She
Taylor Swift.
loves Taylor Swift. So that's kind of the big thing coming up that I'm excited about is always trips to New York. I love New York.
Dude, maybe you get her a nice diamond ring, dude.
No, we won't be doing that.
Not be doing that. Well, it's
Let me
possible.
get like 2 more perms.
Have you? So you grew, what's your connection to New York again?
My dad's from Jersey.
Okay, your dad's from
My
Jersey.
dad's from Jersey, and my first baseball team that I was ever on in T-ball was the Yankees.
Oh, really?
And my dad was like, "Oh, they're from New York. I'm from New Jersey," and I was like, "I like the Yankees. That's pretty cool." Now here I am.
Are you a Yankees fan?
I'm a huge Yankees
Oh,
fan.
fuck yeah, dude. I
I'm
love the
a
Yankees.
huge Yankees fan, huge Giants fan. Go Knicks.
Go Knicks, dude.
Yeah.
I love New York, dude. I love New York.
New York is pretty sweet.
When is basketball season coming back soon?
Yeah, preseason started
Is it
yesterday.
already coming back?
It was yesterday. Preseason
I
started
feel like I
yesterday.
just went to New York for a basketball game.
Did you go see the Knicks?
Remember? Yeah, I was in. Were you there?
No, I was not there.
I think you must have been.
No.
Really?
The season ended like in the winter. I started in the spring.
Yeah. Well, I think it was late. It was in the playoffs when they won.
I think you like probably just went right as before I started.
Yeah, I love New York. I would never go in the summer, but I would go in the fall.
I went once in the summer. It was brutal.
Yeah, because it's hot, right?
We went
It's
to the game.
stinky.
We went to a game at the old Yankee Stadium, and we sat out in the outfield in the bleachers. And I was like 8, and I got like heat stroke.
Where is Yankee Stadium?
In the Bronx.
Oh, it's in the Bronx? I
Yeah.
had no clue.
Yeah, I was in the Bronx.
Brooklyn Dodgers?
Sure.
Is that the team? Is there a team named the Brooklyn Dodgers?
There was a team called the Brooklyn Dodgers. They're not in Brooklyn anymore.
Is that Jamie Robinson or Jimmy
Jackie Robinson?
Whatever.
Yes, it was. Yes.
He played out there in
Yes.
the Bronx?
Yes, good movie. You should watch it.
I watched it. That's
42?
I think that's
Yeah.
how I know.
Yeah.
God, all those great athletes always died of like young cancer. Do you remember that? Like it's like all those like
Did Jackie Robinson die of cancer?
yeah.
He did?
Didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jackie Robinson died of cancer, and so did the guy the Express, the Cleveland Brown, Jim Robinson.
Jim Robinson? I don't know.
A lot of Robinsons.
Died of cancer.
Yeah, young, but they were young athletes who died of cancer, and it was like lung problems too.
Well, they probably all smoked.
Yeah, that could have been it.
I mean, they smoked everywhere they went.
That's true. Yeah, even
The
as
doctors
babies,
smoked while they examined the patients, like back then.
that would have been crazy. Putting out like a cigarette, like on your mom's like. Like on your mom's like urethra water, whatever it is. The doctor just puts this cigarette out on the
like,
umbilical cord. Yeah.
I watched Mission Impossible, the first one, and there's the first opening scene. He's smoking in an airplane, and it just kind of like threw me through a little loop because like he's smoking on an airplane, and the lady hands him something, and I'm like, man, people used to smoke on airplanes.
You could smoke wherever.
Yeah, you could
I
smoke
just miss
wherever.
that. We should start smoking in the office.
Yeah,
Like just like I will say next time I go on a trip or something, I'm gonna smoke cigarettes to look more like worldly.
yeah.
Like
Get a
if
pack
I-
of Pall Malls.
Yeah, if I go like study abroad or something, or like, why do we stop learning? That's one thing we should do. Is like when you turn 30, there
Yeah.
should be like another mandatory like.
School.
Yeah.
That's hell.
No, well, like, but this one is fun. This is just like you get to go back and learn about what you want to learn about, and you're allowed to take off work, and the government will subsidize your salary to whatever it was. Just
How are we gonna pay for that, Alex?
how are we gonna pay for that? We're gonna drill, baby. We're gonna drill.
Drill,
We'll
baby, drill.
We'll frack, and we'll kick out all the immigrants, and then all our problems will be gone.
I agree.
No, we don't agree. This is just a joke.
You said it.
Neither of us agree. Anyway, I think that's a good spot.
All right, we're kicking them out.
Yeah,
that's a good spot.
That's a good spot. No, but anyway, thank you, Curtis, for coming on the pod, man. I'm excited
man.
about editing this later. Hopefully, it was good.
I think it felt good.
It felt good.
felt
I
good.
think that's more important than it actually being good. Was this felt like a fun podcast? So, if you guys want to hear more guests on the podcast, we now have a studio set up in office, as you can see. Maybe we even go crazy with this background, just make it visitor parking, and we don't need a formal fucking conference room. We don't do anything in here anyway.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we could get like neon lights or a
Get
brick
more
wall.
mics and do like a group podcast.
Yeah, like the
sweet.
Whatever podcast.
What's the Whatever podcast?
Isn't that the one with Gorlock, or where they have like all the girls? And
Is that
they'll-
the guy that sits behind there and like presses the buttons when they talk about OnlyFans?
Yeah, and he's like, look at him, look up. You have no respect for yourself.
Oh right, he's like, how many like men have you slept with? And he presses like the
Yeah.
button that makes like an air
He's
horn
like, you're
sound
so
or whatever.
stupid. You're such a stupid whore. And they just like they go in and they're so jealous of these OnlyFans
Is
girls.
that called the Whatever podcast?
Yeah,
Why would he call it the Whatever podcast?
I don't know. It's just the name for it. But anyway,
Whatever.
This is the Visitor Parking Podcast. This is
This is the Visitor Parking Podcast with your host Alex Vargas and guest starring Curtis Forman.
Curtis Forman. Everybody, God bless America and God bless our troops. Thank you, guys.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Dude, great podcast, buddy. Dude, that was awesome.